Good evening, and today I'm bringing Traptrix to the table. My favourite deck I'm currently playing right now. I've added quite a lot of tweaks to this, so I think it's a decent enough build, but let's see. So my flex slots, that can be anything, is Genelisa, Atrax, and Veliscular. Or Vesicular. Atrax, I'm trying out because it just stops my opponent negating my things. And sometimes you do have free summons from the graveyard, like off your field spell. Like if you really need to, at the end of the turn, you can field spell one of your cards into Atrax. And then they can't negate any of your cards. I'm trying out Genelisa because it can recycle 2 normal trap cards that are whole cards from my graveyard, but manage when they leave the field. It does occasionally happen during end game if you're running out of gas. And Vesicular is my newest one. I haven't tried her much yet. But you can send one set trap you control to the graveyard to special summon it from your hand. And if you control no cards in your spell and trap card zone, then you can banish her, afterwards. You can banish her from the graveyard to set a normal trap card from my graveyard. So I thought that'd be a nice little one for my flex slots. And then for my standard slots is Arachnocamper. The free summon that stops your cards being destroyed. Real nice. Like the first time any of your set cards will be destroyed, they're not destroyed. And she summons herself for free as an extender. Triple Murmelio. On summon, add a whole card. On special summon, destroy a spell and trap card. I tried double Dionea. I might move this back up to 3. And if Vesiculo doesn't work out, I'll put a third Dionea in. But she is the on-summon reborn one. And on special, target a whole card in my graveyard, set it. It is banished during the end of the next turn. Your next turn. So if you do need an additional trap card, you can get that. Then we're playing Triple Mantis. On summon, add a Traptrix card. Incredibly useful. Triple Pudica. You don't have to play 3. All she does is really search for the field spell. Which, if you have seen at the top here, I play 2. Because there have been times where I've missed having the field spell after it's been destroyed. So that's why I play 3. If you wanted to, you could play 2 Pudica and put in an additional copy of Dionea. Or use some of the additional ones. Or go into cards like Lord of the Heavenly Prison. Just protect yourself from other things. Or you can add Labyrinth packages to it. The problem is you do get insect locked quite fast. Insect and plant. So it's not the best option. And then I play Triple Parallel Exceed. This has saved me a lot. Because if they ash your copy of Serra, and you don't have any other cards to summon, or they've ashed any of your cards previously, if you go into Serra, Parallel Exceed will summon itself, give you Rafflesia, or one of the other cool Xyz monsters. Yeah, 2 field spell. You could play more if you wanted to. Or you can play 1 field spell and like an Extrav or a Prosp or a Called By. Something like that. And then for traps, we're playing Time Space. Just when your opponent special summons a card from the extra deck, shuffle it straight into the extra deck, but you lose 1,000 for each card. But it's on multiple as well. If they summon 4 cards from the extra deck in one go, like a pendulum summon, you can just nope them. I'm playing Banishing. I'm trying out. When your opponent special summons something 1,500 or less, banish it face down. It does occasionally happen. 1 Terrifying Trap Hole Nightmare. It's not the best trap hole, so I'm only trying it at 1. It doesn't come up as much as I'd like it to come up. If your opponent special summon a monster this turn, target one of those cards with 2k or more, destroy it, and if you have a whole normal trap card in your graveyard currently, you can banish that card as well. Banish a card in your opponent's graveyard. Triple Shade Brigadine. You really want to open this first turn. you've got no traps in your graveyard, you can immediately play it. But it's also good because it is a monster. So you can also play this during your opponent's turn because it's classed as a trap for Serra to give you a monster, and it gives you a body. Then I play Void. If your opponent special summons something 2000 or more, negate the effects of one of those cards and destroy it. It does come up. Deep Dark Trap Roll. When your opponent, when level 5 or higher effect monster is special summoned, banish that level 5 or higher special effect monster. 1 Bottomless. You could run this up to 2, but if you're playing Rathlesia, you don't need to, because Rathlesia's effect becomes the effect of one of your whole normal traps. 1 Floodgate. Nope a card face down permanently. 1 Trap Hole Nightmare. Really useful. Double Gravedigger. Probably the most useful trap. When your opponent activates a monster effect in their hand or graveyard, so you can get rid of Ash or Nib. You can immediately negate that effect and inflict 2k damage to your opponent. And then Traptrix Holteia. An amazing card. Because if you summon this via the effect of Serra, it is also a Traptrix monster and a hole card. And it's also a trap, so you can get both of the effects there. And for the last 3 we're playing is Imperm. It is a fun little deck, this one. Especially since most of it... I have rarity bumped a little bit of these because I already had these. But this is basically just the structure deck plus additional extra cards. So then for the extra deck, Exit on Night. God, this guy is such a good MVP. Wiping your opponent's board is just so nice. And then I've been trying Baromet. Detach 1 material from this card. Target a normal trap card in your graveyard. Place it on the bottom of your deck and then draw. It does reborn. It's a plant. One additional one I was thinking about is Wannabe. Because you can reveal 3 traps to get one, and it's an insect. So, for example, if you wanted to take out my 3 flex slots, and you don't want to play Vesicula, Genelecia, or Atrax. I was trying to pronounce her name right then. Yeah, or Atrax. You can play triple Wannabe, and that might be an additional one you can play. And then for the rest of the extra deck, we're playing Redoer. Tornado Dragon in case you have to. Sometimes you do have to destroy annoying back row. Double Traptrix Olomeris, which is detach 2, reborn 1. If your opponent's monster leaves the field because of one of your card effects and is in the graveyard because of your effects, you can attach your material and special summon that card. We're playing double Rathlesia. The protection on your cards not being destroyed by card effects is really good. If you can set up Rathlesia first on your first turn, it's going to be hard for them to immediately like Raigeki or destroy a lot of your cards. And we're playing double Pingu. Pingicula. I just call her Pingu. She's remove a material, search for a Traptrix card. Then we're playing 1 Atopus. 1 is fine. 1 Cularia. This I did recently add in because it does come up every now and again that you need a link to. Because if you've only got Serra and 1 monster, but that additional monster is not going to give you any extra things. I sometimes go into Cularia. I've summoned her more than I have Atopus, to be fair. But she just like if you activate a normal hole card, you can set it instead of sending it to graveyard, and during the end phase, you can reborn any Traptrix monster in defense. So not your extra deck ones, but you can bring back like Atrax if you want to give yourself immunity for being negated, Memelio to destroy a spell and trap card, Dionea to set another trap card, Pudica if you just want to nope a card out of the extra monster zone. because she banishes an extra summoned monster until that next standby phase, so it'd come back immediately, but it won't be in the extra monster zone anymore. So if you wanted to nope it for it or something, get it off the field for a second, you can do. And obviously the last 3 that you play is Triple Serra. I am waiting on another secret rare version of this because it's so nice. It's a nice little deck to play. It's like the only stun deck I actually play. Because I originally did play it, but then as soon as the structure deck came out and gave me some extra support, I thought I'd definitely have to remake it. That's why I've got all these slightly higher rarity bumps. I do need to like rarity bump most of this, but that's fine. It is a nice, cheap budget deck. You can play Zeus if you wanted to, but for most of the times you will be plant or Xyz locked anyway, so you won't even be able to summon Zeus. But you could take like Baromet out and put in a copy of Zeus. Or you can play any of the extra draw cards or anything of that nature. You can't really play in this deck. It's a shame. You can't really play Gamma much either because you'll be locked and you need the slots already for your Traptrix cards. I don't have a lot of information right now on extra side deck bits, but I might try Wannabe. That is one that I think might be a nice little addition to add. Yeah, that is a nice little Traptrix deck there. For any, just randomly, for any deck builds I have, if you have any questions or you think this anything would be better to add, feel free to let me know. I do that on all my videos. Feedback is always welcome. Yeah, that was Traptrix, and I'll see you for the next video.